Welcome traveler, I'm Free2Play and I'm your guide for successful free-to-play adventure on Terra. Today we'll beat Hell Valore duo with only pool units and fortune weapons, which in the end are not as necessary as I thought they would be. But at first we go back to August's villa, go down with Varkin alone and then to the right to face one of the strongest enemy in the game, to do 3 times the luminescence all to have something around 370 SP on Varkin. Next up we need 3 allies in this battle, the one in front of the church in Valore, then the one in front of the weaponry, which makes you just overpowered, capping every stat you have, and in Craigspear slums you have this one, which has a very high chance to inflict bleeding for 3 turns, which makes the last part of the battle even easier. This duo has only 17 shields per NPC. The Craigspear duo had 24 in comparison, and these 17 are broken really fast. And that's why I can't build up any ultimates in the first rounds, but it's not really necessary, as you will see. But please don't forget to turn off stats passive bloody judgment. Otherwise your braking timing would be so off and you don't want to lose this fight when you're nearly finished. Let's get into the first round. We have to masterful cheer everyone in the front before stat is coming with a Withering Oracle to decrease the elemental defense, which will be capped by Varkin to 8 rounds, which is all we need. And then comes the terror on anyone. The former aristocrat is coming to the front and Soleil will do the Sage Panica at the end because everyone will be asleep and having the terror, so it is really necessary here to heal them. The ex NPC has to hit Lynette now, so that Lynette is awake. Otherwise, she is not awake when you need her ultimate in turn 5, so you can reset here at this point before the ally is summoned, so that you don't lose him and just start again. We're at turn 3 now, get the boss orders, so that he's left with 5 shields at the end, so that in the next round I can use Soleil's ultimate to boost the light attack of the whole front row and to reduce his shields to 1. The Dark Restoration is giving everyone regen and is kind of important for Eliza because when she's turning in the back row she can support Gilmella at full HP when we're going for the next NPC. Oh, that was a rhyme. Okay, Guardian Bolero is coming even if we have enough defense, the Light Prone is coming even if we have enough light resistance down, and the Elemental Collapse is coming again anyways, because we can't save any more shield. It's kind of a wasted turn, but it's fine, so we're going for the break. Lynette is awake, so she can come to the front, giving everyone the passive elemental attack up, and of course the Child of the Dance to boost the damage to the maximum. And the next attack Varkin is doing, he gets his boost from the Tactician's Clock, but he's also able to double cast, and that's why I wanted him to have 370 SP, so that it will come now and not before breaking, because it could ruin the timing here. The damage was really great, but we have to go for the Aristocrat again because it is not enough in this turn, so that the attack of both enemies is a bit weaker. We have the paralysis, but we should not rely on that. But he is so weakened that in the next turn, when we're going to use everyone's ultimate here, it will be enough to get rid of him in turn 7. Okay, so let's do that here. We're going for the Light Shatter form, the Divine Sword of the Flame, one more Celestial Song, and the Sage Panica at the end to erase the bleeding status, so that Eliza can be on full HP at the end of the turn. So Varkin is ending this with the Light Shatter form here, and he's doing a 3-fold cleave, which is very weak. Was this also a rhyme? I should go for rapping. Okay, we're switching the rows now. Primrose is coming to the front and is not waltzing because no one is in the front who can get her buffs. So I'm only reducing the dark resistance here. Gemella is going to reduce lots of shield, and this is doing lots of damage with this fortune bow I gave her. The elemental defense down is coming too, but it won't be capped in the next turn because I have to use the waltz first. The boss orders comes again and Lynette is in the front, and this is important here because this way she can profit from the defense buffs Primrose and the boss orders give, because she has to stay a little longer on this field now because she needs to do 1 2BP attack to go for her ult again. But if you don't have her ult at level 10, it doesn't really matter because you see you have more than 6 turns left, so it is really fine if you don't. The Deadly Wine will come in the end, so if Gemella's Dark Scar is not inflicting bleeding, I have another chance to do so. But I got the bleeding from the Dark Scar and I will get it from the Deadly Wine too. So we have 6 turns of bleeding right now, and 3 turns of dark resistance down, 5 turns of elemental defense down, which is capped to 30%, and Lynette is coming to the front with the Child of the Dance again. So if NPCs could flee from a battle, this would be the best timing to do so. Okay, now it's too late. The Rondo of Dawn doing 50,000 damage with a second attack, and the Chaotic Eclipse does 30% more damage too. So this is doing like mostly 80,000 damage here. Instead, doing the Duskfall is just enormous. Maybe I should have used the Duskblight instead. Now we're going for the strong Spell Song again to cap the defense even more, and the Chaotic Eclipse is also on max because of the Rondo of Dawn, and the Duskfall is coming again. This way I can use a strong attack without using too much of BP. So the Dark Resistance down is only there this turn, so I have to use the Dirge of Dusk again to have it still active, but I have to do it anyway, because if I use everyone's multi-attacks, I can do 18 shields after 2 turns, and this is all we need here to end this battle even before he's going into the rehabilitate mode. So the craigspear duo was so intense in comparison here, and this battle seems just like a walk in the park. So I don't really know what to do anymore, so I just used the Bemusing Strut here again on a capped elemental defense, and the Spell Song is coming, and I have still Foolish Judgment and the Killer Snipe here because Jamela doesn't have any SP anymore. But wait, it's already over. So these are very easy 200 rubies here for you if you have this pull team. May you make good use of it, he says at the ending, and we receive the Hero's Vestige Valor, whatever that is, and the Guardian Hero's Soul, which you can put in a rainbow slot on any character who is missing his rainbow soul with this actual update. It can increase the attack by up to 16 and the defense to, I don't know, maybe 60, something around this. And let's go real quick through the team composition. So as I said at the start, Varkin should be at 370 SP so that he gets his boost of 20% elemental attack up when he's at 50% of SP. You don't have to use the Tactician's Clock. If you don't have it, it's also fine because it gives him the skill chain ability, and your skills cost 20% less SP, so it doesn't really matter for this battle, apart from your Eliza maybe being too weak, or she does not have a fortune weapon right now. She is not right now, but she will be better in the future than Odette, because when she's in the back, she's giving more elemental attack and her triple light attack can go over the 99,000 cap. So having a fortune blade on her would really benefit your game experience. But let's talk about speed here. Soleil has to be the slowest, like 267 was good, so that she's acting after the NPC for rehabilitating everyone or give the region to the right units. Lynette needs to be a bit faster than Primrose so that Primrose gets her ultimate buff at the second phase of the battle, but apart from that you should be really fine here. Soleil has also an actual fortune because she's only doing light attacks here, so that she can also be a bit productive here for doing the damage, and she also has the fighter's mark because she has not a skill which is doing damage up. Jamela has the bow of fortune with these stats right now, which are not as impressive here, but as soon as she gets her rainbow soul, this will be so destructive, even more than it already was here in this battle. So in a dark team, she's not even able to shave shields, but to do real damage now. Or if you don't have her, just use Yanlong and you should be fine here too. Varkin is only wearing his Tactician's Clock, as I said, and the Hello Hell Tome without a rainbow soul because the crit up doesn't really matter here, but he has the increased damage to Hell Fiends by 16%, which I really like. Asumi is wearing even in Calm Training Kit from Uni, which can help, and the Celestial Song is not even at 15% and is doing so much damage, it's just amazing. And of course a light rune to do even more damage. Lynette is wearing the Kitty Cape to be a bit faster than Primrose, and the Anniversary Scarf to regenerate a bit of HP. Primrose is wearing the Fane's Flora ornament and has also increased damage by 12%, and the Spell Song with 14%, which is really amazing, and Stead has the exact same equipment as in the fight against Hell Craigspear. And if you were just here to view the team composition, don't forget to turn off the bloody judgment so that this skill is not interrupting your break timing. So if you beat Valore, half of your team is ready for tackling craigspear duo, so maybe you try them with this tutorial here. But if you have further questions for Valore, just write them in the comments. And if you like this channel to class up, I really appreciate a subscription and thumbs up. See you next time, you're free to play.